Lawrence Griffin.
All right. And what is your relationship to this case?
I am Julie Jensen's brother.
All right. Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, Julie Jensen, nee Griffin, was the only daughter among 5 children. I am Larry, the oldest brother. Julie was 7 years younger than me and was followed by brothers Michael, Paul, and Patrick. I, along with my brothers, grieve our sister's loss. Mark Jensen's harassment of Julie for years, leading to his calculated murder of her on December 3rd, 98, put a shocking end to the kind and gentle person that Julie embodied. Julie's marriage to Mark in 84, the birth of David in 90, and of Douglas in 95 were ultimate joys to which Julie devoted her life. She cheerfully pursued the activities of raising family, demonstrating to everyone she met the love she felt for her role in life. The impact that Julie's loss has had upon her friends, her neighbors, and community has been that of a permanent void. The negative impact upon the Griffin family is that Julie no longer lives to celebrate family events and lifetime occasions. We've had no contact with Julie's sons, David and Douglas, as they were raised under the influence of the Jensen family. I feel that Mark Jensen's cruel and inhuman actions toward the life of Julie are unforgivable. I recommend he spend his life in prison without parole.
Thank you. All right, again, would you please state your name, sir?
Michael Griffin.
And what is your relationship to Julie Jensen?
I'm Julie's younger brother, 2 years her junior.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Dear Judge and members of the court, as one of Julie's 4 brothers, I'm 2 years her junior, I strongly appeal to you to sentence Mark Jensen to life without parole. The jury is out no longer applies, but how does one measure the loss of a life? The consequences of Mark Jensen's murder of our sister Julie are not only obvious, such as the fact her young sons David and Douglas lost their mother and her kind and loving care. Jensen's actions also reverberate through the lives of countless others. Julie suffered an unthinkably cruel death at the hand of Mark Jensen. Their sons, David and Douglas, our nephews, suffer the murder, deception, and intentional loss of their mother's loving goodness. The boy's father immediately worked to erase traces of their loving mother, creating an indescribably tragic void. Jensen's psychological cruelty to Julie was psychopathic, and in keeping his despicable method of murder, which he incredulously continues to deny. Mark Jensen killed Julie many times over, beginning years before he actually crystallized her organs and finally suffocated her in a pillow. We have grieved and missed our genuine and caring sister since her death at age 40 in 1998. Each of us and our families, an entire community of believers in Julie, have endured the displaced energy required by not only one, but 2 long trials over the decades, both finding the same result of guilty. Mark Jensen knowingly chose to destroy our only sister, affecting all of us around her. He selfishly stole the goodness that was naturally Julie, and in doing so, robbed her own children, whom she loved and adored, and our family, and the entire world. Happiness is generally elusive in the wake of Julie's death. Our only satisfaction today is that Julie's good spirit is alive and well, and the truth is out, with and without the letter. In my last telephone conversation with Julie in the fall before her murder, I want everyone to know that even after years of Julie being psychologically tormented, and while suspecting that her own husband was suggestively planning her murder, and even as she was likely applying her considerable instinctive intelligence to the task of safely extracting herself and her beautiful children from threat, even then, Julie did not speak ill of Mark. And such was the nature of Julie's goodness, seeing the good in everyone. And this is what all of us, family and community members alike, have been robbed of. I again appeal for Mark Jensen to receive a maximum sentence of life without parole.
Thank you. All right, again, sir, your first and last name
My name is Paul Griffin.
and your relationship to Julie Jensen.
I'm Julie Jensen's brother.
All right, try to talk a little louder, sir, okay?
I'm Julie Jensen's brother.
Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, I respectfully ask the court today to show no mercy for Mark Jensen. Why, you might ask? Because he showed no mercy to his wife, my sister, Julie Jensen. He treated her poorly by taking advantage of her kind, giving nature. He disrespected her as she took care of their house and children, while he did only what he pleased him while making her serve him. He showed no mercy while he routinely tortured and abused Julie mentally by recording her telephone calls and placing pornographic photos around the house year after year. He controlled her by keeping track of the miles on her car and expecting her to be home at all times when he called. When she tried to leave him, he threatened that she would never see her child again. He showed no mercy when he tried to poison her, not once, but twice in 1998, as the court saw. He showed no mercy to her children as he ignored their helpless pleas to bring their sick mother to the hospital. On December 3rd, he looked his boys in the eyes, knowing he was not going to allow them to see their mother again. Mark Jensen showed no mercy as Julie lay lying in bed, suffering through the stages of ethylene glycol poisoning, her respiratory system and major organs failing. When she was not dying fast enough, he showed no mercy as he sat on her back and shoved her face into a pillow. Mark Jensen hid behind a mask of fatherhood and providing for a family he cold-heartedly lied to and tore apart with his selfishness and disrespect for life. He murdered the person who made his adult life a success and gave him 2 wonderful boys. He had a chance to make things right, yet he chose evil, which he plotted and schemed for years and years until finally ending his sick game by killing our sister. Yet killing Julie was not enough for Mark Jensen physically. He further chose to spit on her grave by claiming she killed herself. He tried to erase her existence from the lives of her sons. He has continued for many years to make her children believe that she left them stranded. He showed no mercy in his claims that Julie's mother and family are depressed, suicidal people. Mark Jensen is a coward. He claimed Julie's letter was not admissible because she was not here to be confronted. Yet he continued to make false claims against her and our deceased mother. Mark Jensen does not deserve any opportunities for a second chance. I ask today for the court to give him the maximum sentence, no mercy. We've lived with this. I wrote this letter 15 years ago. Nothing has changed in that time. Julie died 25 years ago. We ask for peace.